This is the story of the school and its children. The school is the licensed Victuallers school, and its boarding pupils are mainly the sons and daughters of licensed Victuallers. There's been a licensed Victuallers school for more than 1.5 centuries. The present main buildings were erected in 1938, and further additions were opened by Her Royal Highness Princess Alexandra in 1960. To the children, it is just another day of school beginning, but a wealth of resources, equipment, and planning await each class. Today's scholastic necessities are far beyond the comprehension of the society and pupils in the days of the early 1800s. Spiritual guidance begins each school day with a morning assembly conducted by the school chaplain. From the age of 7 to 18, there are classes in a great variety of subjects.
On the C scale, we move the slider along so that the 1 of the C scale is over this number. We set the second number on the C scale, move the hairline over it, and the answer is directly underneath on the D scale.
Whether it is learning to calculate the dimensions of a geometric figure or construction, bisecting an angle to the class, or experimenting with a series of models, geometry is as practically fascinating as educational. To these sixth form pupils, the most complex algebra problem seems relatively easy. Not many years have elapsed since the days when they were learning to add, subtract, and multiply simple fractions as these juniors are. Trigonometry is yet another branch of mathematics taught in the school. The subject of this junior girls' knitting and sewing class would present more problems to the boys than their complex mathematics.
Green and white sunblind. It was a picture shop. In the window,
although these colourful stories are to encourage proficiency in reading, they linger in the memory many years after leaving the junior classes.
In our art lesson this afternoon, we're going to draw and paint the fiercest animal you can possibly imagine. It must be completely make-believe, and you can give it a name of your own choice. When you've finished,
A world of realistic imagination is captured in each of these paintings by 8- and 9-year-old pupils. Art is popular in the school, whether it portrays fierce animals, life, landscapes, or a still life by this senior pupil. In biology, the study of the human body, or the dissection of a dozen or so insects and animals, make classes equally interesting for both boys and girls.
Let us look at other places besides California which have a similar climate. We have the Mediterranean region itself, Italy, Spain, North Africa. The most outstanding characteristic about the climate of California is the summer drought, long months of summer drought.
The pupils take part in a number of interesting experiments frequently undertaken in the physics and chemistry classes. The facilities and the equipment in the biology, chemistry and physics laboratories are among the best in the country. For future craftsmen or just a do-it-yourself enthusiast, there's much to be learned in the woodwork classes where the correct and practical use of woodworking tools and equipment are taught. For the future housewife, the basic arts of cooking, sewing, personal and home planning begin for the girls in domestic science. Visual aids play an important part in the school curriculum. Motion pictures, film strips, slides, graphs, tape recordings, and educational television make up most of the visual aid program. Facilities and programs cover many types of outdoor sports: soccer, hockey, athletics, netball, cricket, and swimming. The music classes in percussion, recorders and vocal are popular as well. At the end of the day, all ages are free to participate and enjoy the opportunities for social relaxation. Dramatic arts, the usual indoor and evening entertainments, or the popular outdoor sports. Time for such pursuits is considered important in the life of a pupil. These activities are developing character and physical fitness to serve the child when school days end. Around the conference table, the school committee, who are all licensees and are elected to serve in an honorary capacity for 2 years, are responsible for financial administration, general policy, and for interviewing and investigating applicants requiring help for their children. Mr. C. Hart has been headmaster since 1949. Under his guidance, each student has benefited from the high standard of education attained with a well-qualified teaching staff of 27. The dormitories provide a reasonable degree of comfort, convenience, and social amenities. The younger boarders are personally attended to by their own dormitory nurse, who sees to it that they have clean hands and ears. And now, a good night tuck into bed. Cleanliness is an essential part of the school life, but to the cleaning staff it is their daily duty. Modern boiler rooms supply plenty of hot water and heat to all parts of the school. The gardener takes a pride in tending the beautiful grounds surrounding the school. Maintenance staff ensure the external and internal care of buildings, facilities and grounds, both at the school and the recently acquired sports ground at Taplow. No state grant or subsidy is received. Existence is carried on entirely through the generosity of patrons within the trade. Many thousands of pounds are given annually. The money is raised in an endless variety of ways. Perhaps it is not surprising, where children are concerned, that members of ladies' auxiliary associations are today perhaps the greatest supporters of the school. The committee refused to save money by lowering standards. Therefore, efforts are being made to increase the school's income by accepting paying pupils wherever a place is not required for a distressed child. The same bills for rates, lighting and heating and salaries must be paid whether or not there are some fee payers. Financial support is still urgently necessary. Many thousands of pounds are needed annually for the continued maintenance of the school. Licensed victuallers are justly proud of their school, for only their enthusiasm and support have made it what it is today. Their continuous support could lead to the licensed victualler school taking its place among the ranks of the internationally famed great schools of England. Whatever the future, it is certain that the school's main purpose will not be forgotten, and that no eligible child will ever be refused admittance. Today, it is an ever-youthful monument to a great industry where warm-hearted members make possible its continued existence.